Hi everyone, my name is Sebastian and I'm the coach of Siemens SIMOB for this semester. Love to actually get our slides. The team's been actually quite hard at work. You can also see them building stuff up right here. So I don't want to take a lot of their time. I just want to thank our customers, Rebecca and Asa, as well as our project lead Zadost, who guided us through this project. So I'm not going to spend any more time on this. Instead, I'm just going to hand over to Renee directly. Enjoy.
Thank you, Sebastian. We are the Siemens team, and Siemens is a company that works with a lot of different fields of technology. So let's imagine we have a typical Siemens worker called Sven. And Sven works with a lot of highly advanced Siemens machines. And some of these might seem alien at the first glance. And of course, Sven could always go and see the documentation for this, but we all know that this might be slightly frustrating at times. So, in our vision scenario, we envision Sven using our mobile application. And this allows him to scan the object, retrieve information from our MindSight application, and project this using augmented reality onto the object itself. So there's 4 main requirements that are needed to make this project a reality. We don't have time to go through all the subcategories, but we would like to focus on the image recognition, how we can distinguish between the different type of images, how we use crowdsourcing to train a neural network, and how we can project all of this using augmented reality. But before we get any further, there's time for a little story. This is a story about Mohammed. Mohammed works for Siemens. And every day, he fixes 3 machines: toasters, waffle irons, and of course, laser guns. But today, his boss has given him a new assignment. But what is this, he thought to himself. It's definitely not a toaster, and it doesn't look like a waffle iron either. Mohammed is confused, and he scratches his chin and thinks, but wait a minute. Does the narrator look strangely similar to Captain Mindsight, he thought. He was in this amazing trailer, and there was an app to solve this. Strange. I can't actually remember installing the app on my phone, but nevertheless, he proceeds. Ah, what a well-designed app, he thought to himself. They should make it easy for me to figure it out. But look, it's already told me it's an oscilloscope, but of course it is. Mohammed already knew this. What was hidden from Mohammed was the powerful neural network. But Mohammed didn't want to think about this. This just reminded me of his machine learning exam last semester, and it didn't go as well as I'd hoped for. Luckily, no one ever figured it out. But focus, Mohammed. There's only so much time left on this presentation. We need to get going. Wow. All this information about the oscilloscope. But what is this button, he thought? Wow, incredible. All the information has now been displayed using augmented reality. This is very clever. The developers must be very smart. He finds the component list, and he carefully takes the time to read through it. And he finds something interesting, a few pages earlier. Aha, I need a circuit board called PX2042, he thought to himself. He wanted to scream of excitement, but unfortunately, he didn't have a microphone. What Mohammed could not have possibly known is that there is a big box of circuit boards conveniently placed on a table, almost like someone had prepared for this 5 minutes earlier. What a coincidence, he found it all by himself. Of course, Mohammed knew exactly what to do in this situation without any help from the narrator. Maybe I should use the MindSight app, he thought to himself. Oh, of course, how silly of me. Unfortunately, it's not the object he's looking for, and he tries again. Fantastic! The app has managed to find it for me. And look, here's the instruction manual right there. He quickly finds the solution, and he now knows how to fix it. Mohammed is very pleased with his work, and he smiles.
Now we have seen how our app can be used to classify extremely similar objects and give relevant information about that. But how exactly does it work? Our app uses the power of crowdsourcing. Siemens employees throughout the globe can share their knowledge by labeling the images. We also provide them with the functionality of cropping the images so that they get rid of noises and get focus on the object. These images are then sent to the MindSight brain, where they are being processed, and in a result, we get our custom MindSight layer. This layer is specialized in distinguishing between Siemens objects only. We combine it with our TensorFlow, which has already foundational layers for image recognition, which are well trained in recognizing general features such as color and shape. So combining these components, we have our final neural network. So basically, when a picture comes in, for the classification, it passes through the different layer of neural networks, and as a result, we get different predictions along with their confidence score. So now we know how classification works. So let's get back and see what Mohammed is up to at Siemens headquarters.
Aha, Mohammed thought to himself. Now everything makes so much more sense. But I'm going to label something, but what should I start with, he thought to himself. Aha, perfect candidate. And now I can simply mark the area I'm interested in. And of course, I have to give it a suiting name. And this is incredible. And now by black magic, the image should now be processed and uploaded to our magical dashboard. And look, fantastic, there it is, and it's already been cropped already. But look, I can also upload resources. So let's upload a video to commemorate this fantastic evening. Oh, and of course, I thought the crowd did a pretty good job today. It was fairly okay. And now, in just a few seconds, of course, the video should now be uploaded onto our dashboard. And look, there is. Isn't it beautiful, he thought to himself. Mohammed stormed off to continue his labeling adventures, and he happily lived ever after.
In the first part of the demo, we saw Mohammed showing icons directly onto the oscilloscope. It was done using augmented reality. In the start of our project, we searched into different augmented reality libraries and found Kodan, Puforia, AR Toolkit. Very promising. Kodan, we didn't opt for because it lacked customizability and support. Puforia was a very powerful platform, but unfortunately, they used to send their pictures to their external cloud source. So we opted for AR Toolkit, which is open source, flexible, and feature-enriched. But halfway from our project, Apple announced AR Kit, a feature to be released fully in the end of the year with iOS 11. However, due to the fact that announcement arrived late for our project, and given that AR Kit and iOS both were in the beta version, we opted back for our AR Toolkit. In AR Toolkit, we have Objective-C solution for natural feature tracking, which helps us in tracking objects. And for projection, we use Unity C# engine. And to work it all with our app, we had to integrate that with our Xcode project in Swift. The integration was a very challenging task. However, we were able to do that and had our augmented reality working. Still, there is some instability in the augmentation, but we are looking forward for the more work in this and to release more stable versions. So now we have discovered all the major functionalities of our app. So let's go and see the status of our current project. As seen in the demo, we are already done with object recognition. We can differentiate between different Siemens machines. In crowdsourcing, we are also done with that. Employee can simply upload images and resources to a given label. Information filtering is partially completed. Context-based filtering is still in progress. And same for AR. As we mentioned, it's a little unstable. But we are looking forward to work on it and complete it by the Siemens Hackathon, which is next week. Now, status being discussed, I really want to acknowledge the fact here that working on this project made us realize numerous possibilities that this technology offers. And given that, we really want to looking forward for this technology in the future, and some relevant perspective of this in our app can be, as I said, AR Kit is arriving in the fall, so we are looking forward to integrate it with our Mindsight engine and have a very powerful AR app. Gamification can also be a very nice feature, given that employees will be interested in labeling objects and sharing resources. And together this with the Siemens social network, it will be a very encouraging crowdsourcing app. And in the future, we are also looking to implement our solution for Microsoft HoloLens. With this, I would like to end our presentation. Thank you, everyone, for your attention. Now, I'm looking forward to our dear customers for their comments and questions.
So, unfortunately, our customer is stuck in the A9 traffic jam, but I just had a phone call with her. I was the project lead. I am the project lead, and I just, the comment from her, amazing work. She's really happy with the project. And a question on you, what was challenging, specifically beside, of course, the time pressure of the practicum? What was challenging for you in this project, and what was easy to implement?
Yeah, of course, implementing AR was a challenging task because we have to look for a lot of frameworks to test. And we opted for AR Toolkit, as you see. And we have like a good solution, but ARKit was released in the mid-development of our development cycle. And it would be like a better fit for the Siemens project. And for the implementation of AR Toolkit was very hard doing the integration with Unity and C#, but we did it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you also for the amazing demo.
Yeah, thank you.